Okay, we're set up in the new job. Look how tall that weed is. Set up in the new job. Me and Stevie's gonna have to cut some road sycamores. And this road is a busy road.
That red oak goes in the field, Roger.
I'll bet him 2 donuts that red oak goes in the field. So anyways, Stevie said, I got a game for you today. It's called No Trees in the Field. I said I forfeit. Whatever. The boom went great yesterday. Pulled up, held it up, pulled the bins right out and dropped it. It worked great. It's how it's supposed to be from day one. Broader bridges out because we're gonna need them. We're gonna need them to cross the bridge. And Stevie brought.
This thing is wide open, so whatever it's got, anyhow, I just don't want to wallow around stomping shit in the mud out here in the field if we keep running, okay?
So Stevie's gonna start loading Tiny with junk, and I'm gonna start cutting these trees here, and probably end up mashing that power line. No, I'm just kidding. We're more professional than that. Come on. So what we got going on here is there's a power line on the backside. Stevie's moving the bridges around. We're just kind of getting set up. I'm whacking into that. That's a school marm sycamore. That's probably growed off a stump from back in the old days. I'm trying to cut. There's 4 leaders off this thing. I'm trying to get them cut. The boom's sitting right here, and of course anything's got the length to tackle boom. So I'm trying to, me and Stevie's gonna work together on this. I'm nervous. For some reason I had a bad feeling in my stomach this morning, and I'm just nervous. I'm being a little hard to work with. Stevie kind of gets short with me later, and I cut out a bunch of the back and forth because I was being a turd to work with, mostly, but he's a turd too, so that's why we work together. But what's going on here is the triaxles you're seeing coming through is coming off a state job out there, and it's adding to the stress. The guy down the road, of course, he made it clear that he didn't, I could say a bunch of stuff I want to say, but I ain't going to say it because I'm better than that. But anyways, the guy down the road is stressing because he don't want his triaxles held up. We're stressing because I don't want to hold his triaxles up. And also these trees, the wood ain't leaning all over the boom, is leaning all over the power line in the road. And guess what? There's plenty of traffic. The farmer that actually farms this at one point swung by and all right, I'm back. I was actually trying to do some editing while this was recording. I found out you can't do 2 functions at once here. Now, I use Adobe Premiere Elements. People ask me what I use to edit videos, and I'm starting to learn it. I'm starting to figure it out. A few things are working for me now, but I still am learning quite a bit. There's a lot to it. It's a pretty vast system. It's not professional, but it's not beginner either. So I kind of learned things. Anyways, that's off subject. So you see the power pole up there in my pit view. Look up there in the pit view. You see that power pole up there by Stevie's head right there? So that's that. And then sycamores in the sap up season. Sycamores tend to be top heavy trees in sap up season because they are wet trees. Sycamore likes to grow down where it's wetter. We're just moving water, not really where there's stagnant water. But sandy ground down close to the ditch down here, and the sycamore's happy, and it makes it top heavy. Stevie overtook that one just for me. I just cut it and got out of the way. Almost lost it towards a boom, I believe, at one point. But his next two trees are leaning heavy, just as heavy as them two was towards the boom. Next two trees are leaning that heavy towards the power line in the road. So this is going to be a pickle. Pickle. We do okay on this when everything's going good. And of course, Stevie's trying to work with me, calm me down. He's like, oh, just quit being stressed out over things. It's going good. And I said, Stevie, I'm just nervous. I don't know if I'm being older or what, or just nervous. Yeah, some of these situations, you know, grapple skidder, the dual arch grapple skidder at the boom, chainsaw, you know, with the step down back cut. You can do a lot like that in this situation. Put them tires and drive tires out there on that pavement where they got some traction. But let me tell you, these sycamore trees would be hard lifting trees. They'd well within the ability to do it, but they'd be hard lifting trees. And I'd rather do it this way, even though it's kind of Velcro way. But it's also, I got two machines on it. And Stevie's machine's a stout son of a butt. So if his machine's on it, it's pretty stout. Now, only weakness it's got, like, is away from him, you can overtake his head, and I do on a red oak tree later that I'm half get spazzy on and just go for it, which don't make good for teamwork. This sycamore up here, this last one that's left, is going to be a pain in the bottom. Can't recall here. Oh yeah, me and Stevie's having a powwow deciding how we're going to attack this. And I think we're going to throw it over there on top of that tree pile. But I'm going to have to drive around Stevie at some point, because he's going to have to, when I'm going to cut it, I'm going to cut it to where he's going to have to sit there and hold it while I drive around him. But you can see how he pulled back on it. He's got pretty stout, you know, he's got a stout hold on this. But I don't like one machine being all that's holding. I like two machines. And here's the thing. Brutus, the only help that Brutus is going to give Stevie on this tree, and I ain't got room between the tree and the road to drive, so I have to drive around Stevie, which is a slow process, but not so slow when you turn the video speed up. But now when I get out there, notice between that tree and the road how close it is to the road. You can drive a half-ton pickup through there, but that's about it. Brutus won't fit through there. And so the only help I can give Stevie is going to be in my head rotate, which is not, it's set pretty strong, believe it or not. The head rotate is pretty strong on this Quadco head, but not where I want it to be to help Stevie do this. And I'm telling you guys, those of you that's doubting me, them sycamores are top heavy, wet, top heavy trees. And Stevie does a great job. We both do a great job. We keep it in there. All right, Tony. So let's Stevie throw a load of junk on this thing. It just takes a little time sometimes to get started off and started on a job. Stevie load us up. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take no chance on those screw ups. We'll rip this son of a bitch, we'll slam it off. I don't give a f. Let's just get it out of the way so we can get shit opened up again. You pushed the plumb out of my hand. Yeah, well, everybody's involved. Let me get it knocked out real quick. All right, I'm super stressed. This big sycamore tree is a big son of a buck. The red oak tree, I know I split. Those of you that's sticklers on details, yes, I split red oak. Red oak right now is at 75 cents. In our area, it's 75 cents for face lumber. So I'm not losing a lot of sleep over it. I got traffic held up. I got this guy's trucks held up. I'm just, and of course Stevie got ticked at me because I busted red oak tree. Or pull a slab off the side of the railroad trail. I said, I don't care. Get it on the ground. Let's get moving. Deal with the repercussions later. Traffic's held up right now, waiting on us screwballing around trying to get this. In which this sycamore tree probably should have been cut with a chainsaw and a and a dual arch grapple skidder. But I went ahead and went with it because he's already here. Machine's already running. Mostly. If you can tell when we get ready to push this tree. And of course, Stevie's coming in. He's having a heck of a time, and he's aggravated, and I understand why. It's just a thing of where when somebody shits on a guy's day, it just ends up being a trickle effect. And I'm not blaming the guy that got on me on the trucks, but it's weighing heavy on me because I care. And then I'm being a turd. And of course, Stevie's having trouble, and he's being a turd back, and we're just being a turd back and forth. But we get the job done. work together good, and it goes okay. Good job. Let's get off the road and I'll check my teeth out. Thanks, Stevie. How's the shit brakes, buddy? You're looking good on my side. You're still okay. You're okay. You got him missed now. Thanks for watching, guys. I really want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all watching and give me support and all this stuff through all this mess. This video's been a pain in the butt to edit. Boy, that's been a son of a buck. This thing took probably 3 hours to edit this freaking thing. Any loggers out there that's done any of this mess, it's got anything to add to the conversation, please comment down below. Would love to hear from y'all. And to all the rest of you, any of you ain't subscribed yet or didn't like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, please, and hit the daggone bell and all that stuff. Ring my bell, boys. Thank y'all. Everybody have a good one. Everybody stay safe out there working. Thank you. Later.